Hello physios, I welcome you all to our channel Physio Vidyapit. Today we are back with our another video on goniometry. Okay, our previous video was on capsular patterns. Along with the previous video further, it was the end feel. Okay, so now we are starting the measuring instrument. Okay, we will study about goniometer. Okay, then electrogoniometer, visual estimation, and gravity dependent goniometers. Okay, first of all we will study about universal goniometer and visual estimation method. Okay, so my name is Vijay Kumar and let's get started. Okay, universal goniometer. Okay, you might have seen it looks just like this. Okay, it is very easy, you already know it. I am just trying to make you more comfortable and easy with this topic. Okay, universal goniometer, it is the most common goniometer which is used to measure the joint angle. It is most common. Then it can measure the range of motion at almost all joint of body. Again it is simple, it is made up of metal and plastic. Okay, this one is made up of metal and there are others which are made up of plastic. Okay, it come in various shapes and design. Yes, it come in various shape and design. See, this one is bigger, then smaller, and again this is smaller. Okay, these are three designs. Okay, this is full body and these two are half body. Okay, in half body further, in these two it is the size variation. Okay, so this is also correct that it come in various shape and size. Now what is the basic construction or the basic design? Again it is simple, it consists of body. This circular part is called body of the goniometer along with two arms or extensions. See, it have a body and two thin extensions which we also call arms, and these arms can be stationary or movable. See, this arm, this one is connected to this goniometer as a fixed. See, I cannot move it. So that is why I have written that which are stationary arm and moving arm. Okay, this stationary arm cannot move, but this movable arm can move like this. Body resemble a protractor. Okay, which can be full or half circle. See, body can be full circle or it can also be half circle. See, this is full circle, this is half circle. Okay, again it is simple. The measuring scale are located on both sides of body and the scale on full circle instrument extend from 0 to 360 and 360 to 0. See, you can move. See, this is a design. I am also adding a picture for you. You can take a screenshot and further zoom this part to understand this. We can the measuring scale on the goniometer are shown in the figure. Okay, so you can see on the full circle goniometer. Okay, first of all we will study about the full scale goniometer. Here there are three measuring scales. Okay, in the center one, okay, which is written by black color, you can see it is 0 to 360. When we move 0 to downward, okay, 0, 20, 30, 40, and it move toward 360, and if we move from 0 to upward, so it will become 360 to 0. Okay, so it can be either 0 to 360 and 360 to 0. While on the most inner one, okay, on the most inner one which is written by red color, you can see that it is 0 to 180 when you move upward. Okay, 0, 20, 40, 60, while it is 180 to 0 when you move downward. Okay, 180, 160, 140. Okay, so these are the two type of scale. One is 0 to 360 and 360 to 0, and other is 0 to 180 and 180 to 0. Similarly, on the most outer side, which is again written by red color, is 90 degree. Okay, on the upper part it is 0 and it move eitherly on the both side toward 90. It is 0 to 90 on left and 0 to 90 on the right. Similarly, there is a 0 on the lower end which move toward 0 to 90 and 0 to 90 on both the sides, that is left and right. Similarly, on the half circle goniometer, it is again simple. It move from 0 to 180 and 180 to 0. Okay, so these are the measuring scales of the goniometer. And scale are located on both sides of body, and scale on full circle, yes, this is again done. Yes, scale on half circle extend from 0 to 180 and 180 on scale. Scale vary from 1 to 10, but in some goniometers it can be 20 also. Okay. The stationary arm is the structural part of body. Yes, this stationary is fixed at the back. It is a part of its structure. Okay, it cannot move independently. Structural part of body and cannot move independently. While the moving arm is attached to the fulcrum at the center of the body by a screw-like device. This golden one is a screw-like device by which it is connected. Okay, and to measure it, it is again very simple. You need to just place the goniometer at the joint. Okay, this stationary part is toward the inactive part, while this moving is toward the part which is moving. For example, to measure elbow, okay, I will hold like this, and in elbow flexion, this proximal part is not moving while this distal part is moving. I will give you further videos on the practical part. Okay, now just focus that what is the main concept. Okay, then this is important. Moving arm have pointed proximal end, and it can also have a line on the middle of stationary and moving arm. Sometimes a line is present like this, which make our reading easy. Okay, on both moving arm and stationary arm, or a cut out portion. Also sometimes there is a cut out portion like this, okay, which help us to see the range of motion angle. Okay, here also the values are written, okay, in some goniometers like this, okay, which make our measurement easy. Okay, then visual estimation. Some examiners also use visual estimation, okay, but we cannot say that it is most reliable method. Okay, but mostly we use the universal goniometer, because sometimes our visual estimation can be wrong. We require a very precise eyes and a lot of experience to do the visual estimation. Okay, some examiner use visual estimation of the joint position, but without using an instrument, but we do not recommend it. Okay, we do not recommend it. Several authors suggest to use it in case of excessive soft tissue. Okay, but in case of individual who is very bulky, a lot of soft tissue is present, but there we can use slightly visual estimation along with the goniometry. Okay, that is why I have written that we can use it in the case of excessive soft tissue, but most authors report an accurate and reliable measurement by instrument rather than the visual estimation. Okay, so this is about the universal goniometer and visual estimation. Okay, in our next video we will be studying about the electrogoniometer along with the gravity dependent goniometer. Okay, till then you keep on studying. Thank you to one and all.